crew. This is take 2 of my live today. So if you missed all the drama earlier, I jumped on StreamYard instead of jumping on Zoom, and I went live with this heading talking about something completely different, and it was just all over the place. So I've left the live up on my page, so it might confuse some people, but it's a pretty good point to make in that everybody makes mistakes. I was on a call this morning, and due to the time zone change of US and Canada, we postponed a call last week to this week, and neither one of it, like there was 3 of us, out of the 3 of us, none of us clued into the fact that when we were, the time we made for last week was going to be totally different this week because the time zone changed. So I'm sitting there really early this morning ready for a Zoom call, and the other people weren't turning up. And it's like, what's going on here? Time zone change. That's okay. Quick message. Can you still jump on now? Yep, let's all jump on now. So I was on that Zoom before I was meant to start my training for the coaching community, and I jumped on here instead of the Zoom. So this is take 2 of the topic, 3 great places to find your perfect prospects organically. So now we're here at the right time talking about the right topic with the right people. So it's awesome to have you here if you found me. Have you got used to the new times yet if you're in the US or Canada? Because you did have your clocks change last weekend, so it does make the time of my live a little bit different. So I am sorry about the hiccup earlier. Some of you may be none the wiser. That's okay. Just scroll down my news feed and you will see my live from earlier. So I'm going to leave it up because it just proves that everybody makes mistakes. But for those of you that are coaching community members, I did finally make it on live, and I've just finished a training reviewing a whole lot of curiosity posts and giving you my feedback. So if you go and catch that recording in the coaching community Facebook group, you're going to get a whole lot of value out of listening to that training. So we get there eventually. Have any of you done a major stuff up in the last 7 days or less than? Well, it's not even 7 days since you've had your time zone change. Had any kind of hiccup because the time zone changed? Although you don't probably work globally like I do. Anyway, doesn't matter. Who's here? Say hello. Who's here with me live? Be ready to start your live video. I've already started my live video, so what's that about? Who knows? Hello again, Laurie. How are you? Good to see you here. Hello, Tonya. Good to see you here. Hello, Christina. This round of the time change seems so messy. It does for me at the moment, Christina, but that's okay. We all make mistakes. All is well. Ready for tonight's My Time topic. Awesome. Hello, Evie. Good to see you here. Hello, Terry. Lovely to see you here as well. So I'm going to get into the right topic at the right time right now. Okay. If we haven't met before, though, my name's Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain. I'm not normally all over the shop, but today I am. But that's okay. The only way is up. You just have to laugh at yourself. We all make mistakes. But what I wanted to share with you today is 3 great places. So some of you get stuck on how do you meet new people on social media? How do you network with more people? Where do you find people? Where do you find your perfect type prospects? There's a whole world out there, in relation to social media. There's billions of people on all the platforms. There's enough people for everybody to find their perfect prospects, but where do you find them? So I'm going to share 3 with you, but the first one, which is not part of the 3, is obviously starting with the people. So I really should probably say there's 4, because the one that I'm not sharing with you that's part of the 3, but it's a 4th one, is probably just as important as the other 3, if you can understand what the hell I'm saying. But then before I get into the 3 that I'm going to mention to you, which may be you're underutilizing the 3 that I'm going to mention in the training today, where you always want to start is your personal profile. And you want to look at the people that are looking at you. And some of you don't have your eyes open. There are always people looking. You may not be aware of it, but a really good way to know who's looking is in your stories, because you get to see who's looking at your stories, even if they don't comment. So if you up your game and consistency with stories and do stories every day and be a little bit more interesting in stories, and you're looking at the people that are looking at your stories, There are conversations to be had there that you're not having, because your warm market, and you can find out where somebody is a perfect prospect or not by having a conversation and getting into their messenger by commenting on their story. But you do want to start, it's not one of the three I'm mentioning, but don't overlook your personal profile and looking at the people that are looking at you, and stories is the best way to do that. Some people often say to me, I don't do anything. Like, I work from home, I don't have an exciting life, I don't have kids around me, I don't have grandkids around me, I don't even have a pet. So, what do I share? You just share anything. If you get stuck, share an inspirational quote. If you're on this training now, take a selfie of you watching, like, go like that with your phone. Love learning about new strategies to grow my business. Or there's always something that you can share. You can share the food that you make lunch. I'm sure you make breakfast. I'm sure you make dinner. I'm sure you do things. I'm sure there's things that you watch on the TV or listen to the radio or read or a book or something. There's always something that you're doing that you can share. Don't overthink it. But the more stories you have, the more opportunity you get to see who's looking at you. And they're great leads. And they can lead to great prospects if you have conversations with those people. Okay. But aside from the personal profile, there's 3 great places to find people to grow your network and to start conversations with, to find out if they're your perfect prospects. And these are places that you can already start targeting in a niche area. So what I mean by that is, what I'm sharing with you today, 3 great places to find, your perfect prospects. And these are organic strategies. But where you start looking, you're already ahead of the game with an interest that you have. So number 1 is definitely Facebook groups. Communities of people that are coming together for a common purpose that you can align yourself with. So what groups can you join that align with you in what you do, what your interests are, reverse engineering what it is you sell, that kind of niche area, and go and find some groups, okay? You can network with a whole lot of new people and find perfect prospects that are already hanging out in a community that's got an interest that you have. Make sense? So that's not new to you guys. Groups, using groups. You may underutilize groups, but here's what you don't want to do. Go into the group and take from the group and just friend request everybody in the group and then pitch them about your business. That's not what I mean by groups. What I mean by finding groups with a common sort of interest to you and build a relationship with is you can meet a whole lot of people, new people that you never knew existed. What's your hobbies? What are things you enjoy doing? What's a passion of yours that you've got? Whether it's painting or gardening or camping or living in an RV, there's whole communities of Facebook groups of people living in RVs. Go and connect. If you live in an RV, go and connect in communities, in Facebook groups of people living in RVs, and just, make a comment here or there, or contribute or answer a question or things like that. If you want to connect with more people that are building online, there are hundreds of Facebook groups revolved around, building a business online, connecting with new people around that there's just no excuses. And finding groups of interest that you've got, like camping or gardening or whatever, can widen the net big time. But go in there as a contributor, not as somebody who's taking from the group, but somebody who's contributing to the group. Somebody asks a question, you answer it. Get your name known within the group and elevate your influence. Fairly easy to do, but you have to do it consistently. Okay, so groups is a great avenue for you to find your perfect prospects. The second one I wanted to mention to you is other people's business pages in your niche area. Who's commenting on those business pages? So the people that are hanging out in the same business pages of people that you follow in a niche area are people that you want to connect with. Same with Instagram. So we're talking about Facebook, but Instagram as well. There are people's, Instagram profiles they do something in particular, and there's a whole lot of people hanging out in the comments section of that person's Instagram. Go and network and make friends with the people that are commenting on those profiles or pages. So that whatever your niche is, there are people that you follow and learn from. So it might be a guru in your industry, it might be a coach or a mentor, and there's the people that are hanging out in the same environment that you are, in the same community that you are, could be potential perfect prospects because they're like-minded to you. They're going to connect with you because you're hanging out in the same community. So looking at the people that are hanging out on the same business pages that you are, or go and seek them out. Business page. So for an example, let's say you're into health and wellness or something, and it's weight loss or something like that. There's plenty of people that have got business pages or, Instagram profiles that teach weight loss. Who's hanging out in the comments section of those business pages or profiles? Those people are probably following that person because they want weight loss tips. Now, if you sell a weight loss product, you could become friendly with a whole lot of people that are interested in the same thing that you are. You never know what that's going to lead to. But people that are hanging out in the same business pages in the niche area that you can help in are great people to go and find. Okay, that's the second one. The third one is a lot of you get annoyed at advertising, whether that's Facebook or Instagram, and it annoys you. And some of you even hide the ads. Here's what's beneficial to you. And some of you have heard me talk about this before, and this is a reminder to not overlook this as a great organic strategy. On Facebook particularly, you're going to get probably 1 in 4 to 6 posts, you're going to get an ad. You'll know the difference because it says sponsored up the top. So 1 in 4 or 6 posts, have a look at it, go down your news feed, your post, sponsored ad, post, sponsored ad, post, sponsored ad, okay? The ads that you see come from your algorithm. So if you're searching a particular thing or something captures your attention and you open it up or you opt into something, the algorithm is being triggered and memorizes what you like. The problem with that, for some of you, I didn't realize this initially, is when I started researching building a business online, I started following everybody that was teaching how to build a business online. And the more I looked at, the more I got sent. And then suddenly I'm in this direction and following that person and opting into this training and this training and this training and this training. And here's $27 here and here's $97 here and there's $297 there. And there's another $27 there. And I've got all this training from all these people that are teaching online marketing and digital marketing because that's what I wanted to learn. And I got into complete overwhelm. Anyone relate to that? But that's because the algorithm was actually working away on what I was clicking on. So I was clicking on things to learn, like something would pop up and, what's that? Recruiting, prospecting, reels, story, learn this, learn that. I'm clicking on it all. So Facebook just sends me more. So I'm clicking on everything. But what you're overlooking, if that's happening to you, is the people in the comments of those sponsored ads may be your people. They may be the same type of person that is looking for the same things that you are or in the same niche area. So maybe we'll go back to the product example. You're looking at a whole lot of things to do with weight loss. So you're getting sponsored ads and it's all about, the latest fitness app or somebody selling this kind of program or that program. And it's all this weight loss stuff, but you keep clicking on it. The people that are commenting on those sponsored ads are obviously looking at weight loss. You might have a weight loss product. So connect with those people that are in the comments section of those ads. Those of you that want to connect with more entrepreneurs, more people like-minded to you in home-based businesses, the more you click on, and you're probably getting sick of it, and you might be even hiding some of the ads, but don't. Because you might want to network with a whole lot of other people that you don't know that are also in the industry that you could become friendly with, and you could maybe end up working together somewhere down the line because you've become friends and you comment on their stories and their feed, and they're good people to build relationships with. Do you get my point? So people that are hanging out in the comment sections of like-minded business pages and people that are hanging out in the comments section of ads that where you can help resolve the same kind of problem could be potential prospects for you. This is not complicated as it may seem. Are you following along with me? Do you get the gist? I'd love to know in the comments section that you're following along with what I'm putting down here. So the 3 places that I've mentioned are groups. Go and look for groups of interest that you've got. Business pages of gurus and people that are teaching things around your niche area, and you might meet some cool people in the comments section of that. Like, think about this, like let's say I can help people build a business online, okay? I get a lot of sponsored ads from other people that do what I do. Now, I could come across an ad of somebody else that does a similar thing to I do, look through the comments, and someone says, and it's somebody else teaching something about recruiting or something like that. And there's a whole lot of people in the comments section of that other person's ad going, I need heaps of help with recruiting. I have no idea how to recruit online. I'm stuck. I want to give up because I have no idea how to recruit online. Are those people my people? Could I potentially help them? Absolutely. They're my perfect prospects hanging out somewhere else. Now, is my interest to poach them and all that? No, guys, this is building relationships. Get over the skepticism. This is about you being smarter about where you spend your time on social media if you want to build a business on social media and find more people that are interested in and want to learn and need help in what it is that you do. So hang out in areas on social media and take notice of the people that are asking for help in something that you might be able to resolve, but it's in another group. It's in somebody else's business page. It's in somebody else's sponsored ad. Get it? Okay, I'm going to look at a few comments here. So Laurie, I've gotten a lot of help from RV groups for our situations. I've also shared our struggles and have helped people because of it. And that's what you call building relationships with strangers on the internet. There's billions of people out there for you guys to meet. If you're not having a lot of conversations with a lot of people on social media, then you're not taking enough action. You're not networking in the right places. You're not making enough new friends. Your net worth is equal to your network. How big is your network? If your friends list is really small on your personal profile, or you've got a business page and it doesn't have many followers, or you've got a group that's only got not very many members in it, you need to go and build your network. I've just given you 3 great ways to go and look for new like-minded people, but just be more strategic about it rather than just friend requesting every Tom, Dick, and Harry, not knowing anything about them. Go and find the people that are hanging out with the same people that you're following, because they're more likely to be somebody like you that you could help. Get it? Christina, I'm starting to experiment with guru pages. Excited to see how it goes. Awesome. Great info, but how do I get friendly with them? You look at their profiles. So you go and find somebody and they make a great comment, or they ask a great question, and go and follow their profile. Have they got anything that you can comment on? So before you send them a friend request out of the blue because you're a stranger, go to their profile, write down their name, go to their profile and see what you can comment on. Go and see if they're doing any stories. Deliberately comment on somebody's stories, because when you comment on somebody's stories, it goes straight to their messenger. Give them a compliment. So go and seek out these people and give them some love. People will pay attention to people that are paying attention to them. People will care when they know you care. So if you go and do a little bit of networking, give it a bit of love and give them a couple of compliments, and then send them a friend request later, they've already seen your name pop up, hopefully. and they'll accept your friend request because they've seen your name before. You might get the question, or how are we connected? Like, why did you send me a friend request or something like that? It's like, oh, I saw we were both following Helen Martin. So I love connecting with like-minded people. And I love the comment that you put underneath her live, or, whatever it is. So those kind of things. Does that help, Evie? Question from Christina. Do you think it makes a difference if we comment, engage using our personal profile or business page? Do it via your personal profile. The skepticism is down. People will connect with you as a human being. There was a lot more emphasis on business pages a few years ago. Now everything comes back to the individual. So even if you've got a business page, like, people see it, you want the human connection. So personal profile, I would recommend, Christina. They can, as long as on your personal profile, if they're snooping about you, and you should all do this if you've got business pages, have the link to your business page at the top of your, so they can find you. Basically what I'm trying to say is they can find your business page from your personal profile. If they're poking around, they'll find your business page anyway. If you're really good about blending strategies, piece of information you put on your business page, you write on your personal profile. For those of you that need help with XYZ, I just did a great post on my business page. I'll put the link in the comment section below. So get them on your personal profile and blend them over to the business page. Let them find your business page accidentally rather than feel like you're pushing them into it by networking through that. Okay, hope that helps, Christina. Let me know. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Okay. Yes, it helps a lot. Awesome. So your goal in this industry is to be talking to a lot of people. I know a lot of you are here and you learn a lot of training about attraction marketing, and you want to learn attraction marketing because you don't want to do the hard yards. It's either time or money, guys. What do you have more of? If you've got more money, then learn Facebook advertising and go and speed up your journey and go and find targeted people and build a business page and spend lots of money on a likes campaign and get highly targeted people there and then advertise to them and do all the things. If you don't want to do that, you don't want to, or you've done Facebook advertising before and you've been shut down or something, or you don't have the budget for that, then you got to go and do this organically. And you can't just sit back and wait for it to happen. The more people that you are talking with, the more people you build relationships, the more potential you have to get customers and teammates. I'm not a big fan of the word it's a numbers game, but we're in a relationship business. And the more the more people you're talking to and building up your network with, the more success that you're going to have online. And, once you start building a bit of influence, you can let go and reduce the organic strategies. But in the beginning, you've got to put the hard yards in and network with a lot of people to have the conversations to offer out your product or value or, business opportunity. If you're not networking with anyone and you're not having any conversations with anyone, how the hell are you going to grow your business? You can't just put posts out there and wait for everybody to flock to you. I want to buy your stuff. Unless you've got people now saying that, I want to buy your stuff because you're that well known and you're that influential and everyone hangs off your every word, you got some work to do. So I'm just giving you 3 quick, very highly targeted strategies organically that you could start testing out and trialing to connect with the right people to give you more of an opportunity to work smarter and not harder. Yeah, you can friend request every Tom, Dick, and Harry if you want, but wouldn't you rather go and find some people that have got the same interests with you and make some friends? You got more of a chance of that going somewhere than somebody you have absolutely no connection with about. Like if you're in a group, you can start talking about whatever the interest was in the group. If you're following somebody on a business page, and somebody says, oh, how did we connect? Like, how do you know me? It's like, oh, I saw you were following such and such. I follow that person too. And I like connecting with like-minded people. It's easy. Don't overthink it. But just go and find some people and go and give them some love. And when people know you care, they'll start to care and take notice of you. Okay? All right. Christina, definitely food for thought. I would have thought there were different pros and cons to each. but not one over the other. There's always pros and cons to each. It's not black and white. Nothing is black and white in social media. I'm just saying people join us in this business model because of the know, like, and trust factor, not because a business page. It is it's the know, like, and trust factor as a human being at the end of the day. So get people to find you on your personal profile and lead them to your business page. It's not wrong to connect with people from your business page, though, Christina, if that's what you want to do. There are pros and cons for both. There's nothing is black and white in social media. Okay. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I've talked long enough, and I'm sorry about the confusion about the live video StreamYard versus Zoom, my coaching community. I've just confused everyone today, including myself. But we got here in the end, and I hope this does give you some food for thought to go and find some people that are more highly targeted so you can work smarter and not harder with finding the right people to connect with on social media so you can build a bigger and better business. Okay? So hopefully I'll see you in the right place at the right time tomorrow. Let's see how we go. Bye.